We're out here at TPC Scottsdale, and today we're gonna go tee off from 16T, play to the 17th hole. Something that's never been done before.
All right, you guys ready?
Good to go.
It's camera speed, we're walking in.
Copy that.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah! Dude, that was epic.
You're each gonna get 3 drives off this deck over the grandstands. You're gonna go out there, pick your best one. You're playing that one into the hole. Go.
I like it.
Either one of you, par or better, we're buying all the construction workers beers.
Either of us.
Either one of you, par or better, beers for everyone.
All right, let's do this.
With this project, everybody's always like, you want to do what?
So we're gonna start here and finish here. I like it.
It's cool, but why?
Because hole 16 is the most famous hole in golf.
What else can be said about hole 16 at the Phoenix Open? They build a freaking coliseum around a par 3, pack it with thousands of drunken fans, have the pros come in here and play it like freaking gladiators. And when they're done, they get no break. They walk through the tunnel to the next hole, hole 17, drivable par 4 that they have to score on if they want any chance of winning this golf tournament. And to top it off, there's more grandstands every year on 17. It's basically turning into the next 16. The combination of these 2 holes back to back in a golf tournament, there's nothing like it on tour. So what is a new way to pay homage to the intensity levels of these 2 golf holes? Combine them, play them as one. We're gonna tee it up on hole 16, hit drivers over the grandstands out into the 17th fairway, then hit long approach shots into the 17th green, call it a par 4, and see if Cheyenne Woods and Ricky Barnes can par it. Cheyenne, I gotta start with you. What have you heard that we're doing today?
I've heard that we're going to go to the 16th hole. You guys have made your own hole, so we're going to hit over the grandstands.
Yeah, drivers off the 16 deck.
There is no hole like number 16. 17's becoming 16 and a half.
You couldn't have said it better. That's why we're playing them both today. All that craziness, we're gonna bundle it up and conquer it today in a new way.
How far is the hole?
It's not short, I could tell you that.
Ricky, advice for her.
Swing hard.
Swing hard.
That's what I do on the 16th hole anyways.
Predictions. Let me hear some predictions for today.
Get your par and get out.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Are you guys ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
I'm professional golfer Cheyenne Woods, and today we are driving the grandstands.
All right, guys, before we start pulling drivers over these grandstands, it's only right, you guys gotta throw some darts at that 16th pin.
Let's do it.
It'd be rude if we didn't.
How far is it?
Here, I'll shoot it for you. 66.
166.
Yeah, 66. Cut. All right, we're dancing.
Okay, it's on the green at least.
Nice, nice shot.
Left. Nice. Good shot.
Well, Ricky, I think you'd agree with me. I'd be remiss not to bring something up here.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
We're out here with you on December 1st,
Oh.
2016,
Yep.
the day that Tiger's making his anticipated
Yep,
return to
today's
golf.
the day.
In my opinion, this is the hole that Tiger Woods built.
Yeah.
I mean, the hole-in-one in 1997 is
Yeah.
really what blew this thing up.
I remember that year that he made the hole-in-one because I was here. I was like 7 years old. Half these grandstands weren't even here, but it was wild. You know, the energy was still the same. I'm a fan of Tiger, regardless of the relationship. So it's like, how can you not enjoy watching him play golf? So it's gonna be exciting. Yeah.
Do you guys want one more, or are you good?
Competitor and me, I want one more. Uh-oh.
That looks good.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Go in.
What?
Go in.
Go in?
Oh.
Did it go in?
No.
Almost.
is that to the pin? It's not even a foot, it's inches.
Not even a foot? That would have
That was
been.
a hole-in-one.
Oh! That would have been epic.
Okay, our guys just sent us the photo of
Oh
your
my
shot.
God. It's like 5 inches.
Dude.
Wow.
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
Oh my God. Maybe I can carry that over to the Waste Management Open when we get back. Oh my God, it's about 5 inches. Take a look. You do this in the tournament and the place might erupt. And in golf, this is what we call kicking. Literally kick it in. All right, now it's the real hole that matters.
Ball away, ball away.
Get through.
You're warmed up now. You're each gonna get 3 drives off this deck. Gonna go out there and pick your best one. You're playing that one into the hole. We good?
Got it.
How are we gonna figure out who's going first?
Ladies first.
Ladies first?
Ladies first it is. Either one of you, par or better, we're buying all the construction workers beers.
All right, guys, it's gonna be ladies first. Cheyenne will be our first golfer hitting a driver here.
Show me how it's done.
Ball away, ball away.
Get through.
Go! That is not gonna make it.
Where's that one, Warren?
The grandstand.
It didn't clear. All right, Ricky's gonna go next.
Nice. That's perfect.
I smoked it. Go.
That looks really good.
Pass the red tee box over the cart path, center cut.
Yeah, buddy. Woo woo. That cost me $100 for the crew. Yeah, cut. You hit that one good though.
Should be good. It's long enough.
It's on the left side of the right tee box. Beautiful.
Do I need to hit again? I don't know if I can do any better than the first one. I guess I'll swing out of my shoes then.
Ricky's ready to fire.
Coming in hot. God, I hit that good too.
Sounded good.
Tried to kill it.
I think it's out of bounds.
All right, end on a good one. Fly, baby.
It came across the grandstand. It's before the white tee box. Second shot, much better.
Second shot, her gamer. I'm just gonna try to smoke one.
He's gonna try to smoke one. Here we go.
Is that too far right?
Yeah.
Hit the golf cart.
He hit a golf cart.
I have 2 on Cheyenne, 1 on Ricky. But Ricky's first shot was the best shot.
Good shooting
That
out
was
there.
cool. No, that was fun. It's a long par 4 for me. You don't get to do stuff like this very often, so it's fun.
Yeah. All right, Cheyenne, we come around the corner here to 17. You just have to figure out which ball you're gonna pick. I'd probably say this is your second best, right? Or
Yeah, this didn't go quite as far, but I mean, at least it's in play. We've got another one up there, so I'm gonna go head up there.
And then Ricky over here has been shagging balls.
Hey, you gotta get in where you fit in around here. Know your place.
So we're here on the white tee marker of the 17th tee. Looks like I'm gonna definitely need my 3-wood here. Just get it up there close to the green and try to chip it in.
I don't think anybody's ever played 2 from right here at the Waste
I don't
Management
think so
Phoenix Open.
either.
I'm guessing, Cheyenne, you got about 230 front.
230.
Ball away.
Draw, baby. You're all right there. Yeah.
It's in play. Chip it up.
Safe.
Thanks.
Looks like the first drive was the best, and I got 201. I'm guessing for a little bit of a flyer here, and I got a 7-iron. Oh, go.
Okay,
All right,
over with me.
We got a chip and a putt game here.
that's right.
Giddy up.
7-iron, got to about the right spot, right club. Cheyenne, just a little short, probably a 40, 44-yard shot. We're both in decent spots to get up and down here. A lot of room to work with, pins in the middle, which is kind of friendly, which is nice. And now we need to take care of business. Where our bread's buttered in this game is right here. Yeah. Chip and a putt.
Put it tight, Cheyenne.
Knock it in.
All right.
Oh, break, baby, break, break. Yeah, good shot.
Great shot, Cheyenne.
Real good.
Thank you.
All right, we got Barnes for birdie here.
Sit.
One time.
Ooh,
Nice shot.
not bad.
We've got a stadium full of construction workers that are sweating these two putts right now.
All right.
All right, Cheyenne, bring us home.
I'm seeing a little right to left. I think if I play it just outside the hole, maybe half a cup.
All right, knock it in. Yeah! Nice.
Easy par.
That's good. One tie, all time. Mine's good.
Longest par 4 of my life. Made your job easy. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Nice.
Nice hole.
That fairway was definitely a lot narrower than I thought it would be. So I'm glad they had it. They gave us a good line. We knocked it out there and set ourselves up pretty good.
We got our par and got out of there.
Yeah.
You asked at the beginning of the day, would we take par and get out of here?
Yeah.
We both said yes, and here we are.
I'll take par here any day. That was fun.
That was it. That was easy.
That was really cool.
Negro modelos.
Beer 30.
We're the first people to drink beers on hole 16 this year.
I moved out here about 3 years ago from Austin, Texas. Came out here with the passion to play golf professionally. Played in a few events, found that I needed to step up my game a little bit. That's where I decided to get a job at this golf course and just absolutely fell in love with this place. The sunsets, the golf course, the people, it fit. There's nothing better than the moments right before the sunrise at a golf course. Opening up the gate and watching the sunrise. I really feel that people really enjoy the inside look of the work that we do at a golf course and how a golf course is run. Felt that I needed to share it with people, and that's kind of how the Cartbarn Guys got started. My name is Kyle Mays, and I am the Cartbarn Guys. I kind of have a knack for the camera eye, and I would come up with this idea to kind of show the world what it's like to work at a golf course and somebody who basically puts their life dedication into playing golf, and kind of just fit everything together with our barn in the background, the people that I work with, this golf course. It just kind of all meshed together, and it became the Cartbarn Guys. I started the Cartbarn Guys page and just starting off trying to just basically to show everybody what we did here. And I would post as much as I could really just to kind of get some attention. I would maybe do 3 to 5 posts per day, whether it was us just chipping in, us making a golf swing, the sunsets, anything that I could show the world, that's what I posted. And people started catching on. One video that we did gained us right around 2,000 followers in just a matter of a week. And all of a sudden we had 10,000 followers, and then 25,000 followers. And a year later we almost had a little over 50,000 followers. And right now we have a little over 60,000 followers. I never planned for this, and I never saw this coming. One of the bigger things that people like on our page is my one-handed chips. I basically film with my left hand and I chip it with my right hand. Give you kind of an example. When I'm recording, I just basically press record with my left hand, act like both of my hands are on the golf club. Not bad. My one-handed videos kind of was one of the peaking points of where all the followers came in the most. The first one, that was probably one of the biggest. I made about a 100-foot putt with one hand, filming myself. That one, I believe, got 500 likes, and that was one of our biggest liked videos. Yeah! And then about a year later, I came up with a sniper shot. All I'm using is my Note 4. I take 2 tees. Basically, that's what I use to prop up my phone here. Take it about 5 feet behind the ball. And then I zoom in on the ball and set the camera down and start recording. Once that's ready, you fire away. And I did one where I sniped it into a trash can over the lake and it skipped in, and that one got over 300,000 views. I think that one gained the most followers. It kind of started the talk of the Cartbarn Guys the most. And it also helped expose us to bigger networks. We got featured on Golf Digest twice, so that always helps. Social media, it's definitely helping growing the game of golf. The ability for somebody to share their talents. And it gives everybody a chance to show what they can do. And I think that there's a few of us, the Cartbarn Guys being one of them, that has a big influence on these people. You know, there's the PGA Tour players that everybody gets to watch, but you know, I have a harder time relating to them versus somebody who works at a golf course that they could come up and visit. And I think that really has a good connection with the people that follow. When people come up to me and say that you're Instagram famous, it really doesn't register to me. It kind of makes me laugh, and I'm just like, you know, I'm taking your bag and loading you up on a golf cart. It doesn't really make sense, but it really wasn't for me to try to become Instagram famous, more or less me to try to show the world what I could do. But the ultimate goal is still to play on the PGA Tour, there's no doubt. I'm gonna give it all the way until my 40s. If I don't get it then, I may become a teaching pro, or who knows where I'll be down the line. But the ultimate goal is to play on the PGA Tour. I would love to see myself out there representing as a Cartbarn guy and representing basically every hardworking person who strives for their dream.
Good night, Alabama.
The Breaking Par crew loves hearing from our fans, and we want to put you on our show. Do you have an amazing golf shot caught on camera? Do you have a ridiculous trick shot that you want the world to see? Or maybe you just filmed a hilarious moment in golf.
Oh, you broke it.
Send video submissions to fans@breakingpar.net for a chance to be featured on our next show. Or hit us up on Instagram @BreakingParTV. All right, equipment junkies, it's a new year, so you know what that means, new gear. And all the latest stuff is dropping at the end of this month at the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando. 2 pieces of equipment that are getting a lot of buzz right now. The TaylorMade new M1 driver and Callaway's new Big Bertha Epic driver. We cruised up to Cool Clubs, the gurus of club fitting, and sat down with CEO Mark Timms to get an inside look at these drivers. Like literally an inside look. Literally an inside look.
I'm Mark Timms with Cool Clubs, and we do club fitting, and there's a bunch of cool technologies coming out that have been kind of evolving for a long period of time. We're going to talk about that a little bit in drivers, which stuff doesn't even exist yet. It's kind of cool to be able to show you guys all the stuff that's coming out. So obviously the 2 leaders in the industry are probably Callaway and TaylorMade. Evolution of technology, especially in carbon fibers, has really changed things. This is the M1, the new one coming out, and they're pretty similar between the 2 of them. They're basically ending up being a composite frame, and they're relatively light. The advantage that now we're getting into is using carbon fiber. So carbon fiber is super light. It's about the same weight or less than my credit card, which is nothing. So what they're able to do is take, 20, 30 grams out of what this head would weigh and maneuver it in different spots. In the case of the TaylorMade, this rail going back and forth moves further and has more weight than anything in the past. So you've got back to front, which raises launch and spin up and down. You got right to left, which means draw and fade. Because they've moved all this weight around and now it has carbon fiber in both the sole and the top, so you've got more than it ever was before. And we've done some fittings and testing with new guys is ball speeds are up, so you gain 2 or 3 miles an hour ball speed. I've heard 5, which I think is extreme, but that's 10 yards, 5 yards, which in theory shouldn't happen given the USGA guidelines, but it is actually happening, and we've seen that a fair amount. If you look at all the guys that switched from Nike that came out of things, you'll see a lot of TaylorMade drivers. If they're not getting paid, there's a reason for that. They like them, and they're good. But this new version of everything is even better, and the same with Callaway. Callaway, on the other hand, is slightly different, although same technology, right? Same thing, they've removed so much weight from the carbon fiber, now they get to move this thing larger weight, further distances, to change more right to left, hook or slice. Kind of an interesting thing they've got, they have 2 spikes, or jailbreak they call it, bars that come up and down. What that does, and in physics terms makes a lot of sense, when you hit something, even a balloon, if you think about hitting a balloon, it expands this way. And what the jailbreak concept is it reduces that expansion. The less expansion we get and less wasted energy, the more forward trajectory we get, and basically higher speed, lower spin, which equates to, if it's fit correctly with the right launch and spin, basically a longer driver. Clubs are actually getting better. We've been looking at carbon fiber for 20 years. It's never really worked entirely like it should. It's starting to. But that's obviously the future in golf. At some point in time, it comes down to, in most of our fittings, a tie. You want the white one or the black one? Because if we fit them correctly, they're both really good.
Guys, if you're going to spend the money to have equipment like the pros, you might as well occasionally play like them too.
As of this winter, you can play like a pro because Troon has introduced a new Caddy program for clubs in Scottsdale with Caddy Master. The service is available at Troon properties such as Boulders, the Phoenician, True North, and the Weston Kierland.
For me, the Caddy allows you to really look around and enjoy the golf course instead of always focused on where do I need to aim or where's the next hole at. I think the Caddy really elevates the experience.
If you're from out of town, and you've never played some of these boss courses like True North or the Boulders, there's some blind shots, right? There's some tough greens occasionally, and that's where a Caddy really can come in.
4Caddy especially will spot balls for you, which is really, really essential at a difficult course, because if you're off the fairway a little bit, more than likely you're not going to find your ball, but the Caddy can kind of make finding the ball possible.
4Caddies are a great idea, especially at some of the more aggressive Troon courses. But if he's out there in the fairway waving his arms and you don't know what it means, then you're going to be the one that looks ridiculous. Whether you're an avid golfer or someone from out of town knocking off some bucket list courses, these caddies can really complement your round.
I caddy because I golf a lot. Most of the caddies that you're gonna have are avid golfers too, so they're gonna most likely want to be out there with you to help you. If you're going through the course, having your best day, you're in the sand, you're in the desert, I'm gonna help you find that ball before you'd be able to get there anyways. I'll be able to rake that sand, and you don't have to. You can be with your friends, you can experience the course, and I'm just gonna make sure the odds and ends that you would normally have to do if you didn't take a caddy are taken care of.
For the people at home, let's just get this out of the way right now so it's a non-issue. What do you tip your caddy?
Gosh, if I'm gonna give you a number.
All right, nobody likes talking about tipping, but these guys depend on tips like a waiter at a restaurant does.
The average tip for a 4Caddy who's taking care of you and all the other guys in your foursome is like $20 per player and up. And a single bag caddy, meaning he's dedicated all day to you and only you, is like $30 and up. But if he's helped you drop some extra birdie putts, throw him a 50 or a C note.
That's a good tip. That's more than what I'd expect.
Yeah,
I know
it's not fun talking about tips.
No.
Hey, this is breaking part.
No.
Sometimes we got to get in there a little bit.
Well, if you'd like to do a loop with Charlie or any of these talented caddies, hit your local Troon course or visit troon.com.
Go check out these awesome Troon courses with someone who knows what they're doing.